question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense is on the field for the first time today. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe two-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Working the middle, it's complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. They're working that left side. And he's wrestled to the ground. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take...
Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, anticipation, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That's caught. It's Taylor. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Got his man. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the heat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Soft spot in the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Around the end, it's Alexander. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He'll make the play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Card in the backfield. It's Algier. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC, and that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC.
Makes the catch on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. On a little time, lets it go. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. This is a designed run. Headed to the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Taylor. Bounced off his feet.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop, as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the back. They'll try to get outside. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Branch. Runs for the tackle. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. He's at the... and it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments.
The Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quickly complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. Toss to the outside. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42.
And for 42, 4th down coming up.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Trying to get it to the marker. Breaks into the open. Rams in with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Sends it back in motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Slams ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Motion from the wideout. They're going to run it. That's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game isn't
Turning it on! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. And the Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run on the doorstep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers.
There he goes! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He now has 91 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Tight end now in motion. Running into the open space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
They've got to lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And the Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do is going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Going to the running game.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Dogs! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackle.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working on the right. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And they They did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They want that clock to run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. Punts it out of the air, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the fight into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also...
He's into the open down the middle. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll try the toss to the left. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Racing down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia! These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming down.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. 25 yards. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense, they've been so good.
He lofts one down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Clean old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top.